What if the biggest threats to your health aren't some rare disease, but are actually hiding in plain sight, in your daily routine? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 9 habits that can silently damage your kidneys, and more importantly, the simple changes that can save them. So let's start with a number that might just shock you. According to the National Kidney Foundation, a staggering 10% of adults around the world have some form of kidney disease. I mean, think about that. That's 1 in every 10 people. It's a huge number, and we absolutely need to talk about why. And here's the kicker. That number isn't standing still. It's actually a growing crisis. The way we live now, our modern lifestyles, is putting our body's most important filters under just relentless pressure. And year after year, the consequences are getting more and more serious. So, as we go through these 9 kidney killers, I just want you to ask yourself one question. Could my daily routine be putting me at risk? Let's find out. Okay, let's dive right in. Our journey starts right where you'd expect, on our plates. We're going to look at the hidden enemies in our diet. And the first one, well, it's an ingredient you probably eat every single day, and you might not even realize just how much of it you're getting. That's right. Habit number 1 is a high-salt diet. It's honestly one of the most common ways we accidentally overload our kidneys. We're basically forcing them to work way, way harder than they were ever designed to. And I think this is the perfect way to picture what's happening. Think of your kidneys like a super advanced water filter for your body. When you eat a lot of salt, that filter has to go into overdrive, working 24/7 to pull all that extra sodium out of your blood. And just like any machine that's run nonstop, it starts to wear down. Over time, its ability to do its job just declines. But hey, salt isn't the only bad guy in our diet. Habit number 2 is a high sugar intake. Now, if salt is like a direct attack, think of sugar as a more sneaky threat. Eating too much sugar massively increases your risk of getting type 2 diabetes, which, and this is so important, is the single leading cause of kidney failure. It's a devastating 1-2 punch for your body's filtration system. So let's keep going, because it's not just about what we eat. What we drink, or maybe more to the point, what we don't drink, can have a massive impact on our kidney health. And this leads us straight to habit number 3, simply not drinking enough water. I mean, water is literally the lifeblood of your kidneys. It's the essential stuff they need to do their main job, which is filtering your blood and flushing out all the junk. When you're dehydrated, their work just slows to a crawl. This superhero analogy is just perfect. Your kidneys are these tireless guardians working to protect your body. But without water, their fuel, their power just fades. They get weaker, and they become less able to protect you. It's such a simple idea, but it has life or death consequences. Okay, next up, habit number 4, too much caffeine. Now, listen, a morning cup of coffee is totally fine for most of us, but some studies show that when you're getting way too much from coffee, tea, and sodas, well, over the long haul, it can put extra strain on the kidneys. Like with so many things, moderation is absolutely key here. And that exact same rule applies to habit number 5, consuming too much alcohol. Look, excessive drinking is toxic to the body, plain and simple, and it forces your kidneys into overdrive, making them work overtime to filter out all the poisons that alcohol brings into your system. All right, so we've covered diet and drinks. Now let's kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture. We're talking about major lifestyle mistakes that can cause serious, long-term, and sometimes irreversible damage to your kidneys. First up in this section is habit number 6, overusing painkillers. You know that casual, over-the-counter pill you might pop for a headache without giving it a second thought? Well, if you're frequently using common drugs like ibuprofen and other similar ones, you can directly harm the delicate tissues inside your kidneys. And wow, this sand in the engine analogy is chillingly accurate. Every single unnecessary painkiller can be like another grain of sand getting tossed into your body's finely tuned engine. The damage might not be obvious right away, but it adds up and it leads towards an inevitable breakdown. Next, we have habit number 7, smoking. And if painkillers are sand in the engine, then smoking is like trying to make that engine run on sludge. It actually constricts blood vessels all over your body, choking off the vital blood flow that your kidneys need to work. This cripples their ability to filter waste and just compromises their health from the inside out. And that brings us to habit number 8, living a sedentary lifestyle, or being a couch potato. But here's the really great news. You do not need to become a marathon runner to fix this. The solution is just simple, regular movement. A short walk, some stretching at your desk. Just keep your body moving. It's great for circulation and blood pressure, and trust me, your kidneys will thank you for it. Okay, our final habit is a really crucial one. It's about how we manage the health challenges that maybe we're already dealing with. And this is where being vigilant can literally be the difference between having healthy kidneys and facing kidney failure. This is habit number 9, and it is a big one: poorly managing diabetes and high blood pressure. These two conditions, hands down, are the leading causes of kidney failure across the globe. Failing to control them is exactly like running your car's engine without ever changing the oil. You know what's going to happen. Eventually, that engine will seize. It's that direct and it's that predictable. So, we've laid out all the dangers, but now it's time for the good news. Let's talk about the simple, powerful steps you can take right now to reclaim control and start protecting your kidneys today. The path forward is really just a 2-step process. First, you've got to realize that the problem itself points you to the solution. By consciously reversing these 9 habits, cutting back on salt and sugar, staying hydrated, getting active, you are actively healing your body. And second, and this is so important, consult a professional. Everybody is different, so get medical advice that's tailored specifically for you and your health situation. So, we've shown you the habits that cause harm, and we've shown you the path to healing. Now, the choice is all yours.